Where'd you come from? Who's there? I knew I heard it. Where'd you come from? Who's there? This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
feel? I think you might be sick. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our law.
There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Welcome to the pub. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. I have also... Take a look. Mm-hmm.
We're one of the same kind, you... I'm glad to have met you.
I hope you haven't arrived here looking for work in the mine. The finest weapons and armor. Take a look. Don't kid yourself. Sorry. Red Belly Mine gets its name from the red mist filling the place. You get used to it after a while. Kind of smells like the hot springs out in the tundra. No idea what's causing it, though. Sure, it's full of spiders. That's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble. Yeah, they're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots. Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with as much as I can scrape up. Moved right in and made themselves at home. Did it overnight. I'm not even sure exactly where they came from. No one's been hurt yet, and they seem to be staying in the mine. But who knows how long that will last. If we can't get back into the mine, our town is sunk. I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death. Be careful in the mine.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Mining is hard work, but we pay fair price for any ore you dig up. Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. Can't see more than 10 feet in front of your face. But when you can sniff out a vein of iron like me, it isn't too much trouble. One day we were cracking rocks in the deepest part of the mine, and the next day they were all over the place. I'd give my eye teeth if it meant getting those damn spiders out of the mine. May the road favor the foolish.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? Mining iron takes a lot of strength and special reinforced tools. I must have broken 5 or 6 pickaxes in the last few months alone. But now that I've got Rock Splinter here, I can cut through stone like a hot knife through butter. Fortune to you and your children.
If it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral witches, how can I assist you, companion?
Would you happen to be headed towards Darkwater Crossing? My parents live there. I usually make the journey to bring them gifts and to just say hello, but I haven't been well lately. I've written some letters and placed them in a satchel. Perhaps you wouldn't mind delivering it to them on my behalf? You would? Well then, I would insist on rewarding you for your time. Here, take my satchel and give it to my father, Werner. He'll likely have something for you to bring back. I had a bad fall in the mine when I was bringing some food to the men. I was pretty bad off for a while, but a priest of Mara was passing through on his way to Dawnstar and healed me to the best of his abilities. I'm still pretty sore and I can't really walk too far without having to rest for a while. I might be a woman, but I can crack rock with the best of them. Be careful in there. You can take a nasty spill. Darkwater Crossing is a difficult journey. Mind yourself. You need to leave.
Mining is hard work, but we pay fair price for any ore you dig up.
call up just as much... iron as you in a day, and still manage to clean up my messes.
Think so, huh? Maybe... like to put some septums behind that boast.
You have yourself a bet.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweetheart? Yes, Dovahkiin. How can I help you?
I don't want to hear another word about what you're learning from the elf. It's high time you learn to be a Nord, too. But Mama... He's a half-decent farmer. Ask him to teach you to farm.
Annika used to help more with the mining, but nowadays she's a bit of a bounder. It's a shame our daughter couldn't make the journey herself, but at least she still thinks of us. If you wouldn't mind bringing this back to her for us, I'd appreciate it. I do love my wife. Just wish she'd get her head out of the clouds.
Are you a miner too?
Is there something I can help you with? Not much to it, really. We fish and keep to ourselves. Try to keep from upsetting the Empire or the Stormcloaks, and so far the war's left us alone.
If you want some information about the area, Annika knows it better than anyone.
What's your trouble? Dostern telling tales again?
I try to think of it as coaxing the ore from the rock. I'm lucky enough that none of my friends have been killed. Of course, we have soldiers coming through all the time. This mine is only a few years old, but I've been digging up ore for over a century. We're getting to the point where the tunnels are getting deep into the rock. People complain of bad coughs and foul air. I've seen this before. We need some medicines to combat the ore dust. I was about to send a message to Windhelm for aid. Thank you. Take it to Quintus, in the White File. Those falls. Dangerous place. Derkeithus thought he could find some good fish in the pools. Haven't heard from him in a long while. Safe travels.
No lollygagging.
You need to leave now. I used to be an adventurer in my day. Then I settled down, got married. That's right. I used to explore all over. I'm the one who originally found the mine Darkwater Crossing was built around.
Could you please leave now?
I was actually scouting a bit the other day, old time's sake.
You need
Spied
to
a
leave.
brigand heading back to his camp. Up for a little hunting?
You need to
My
leave.
husband is being a sad stick, so I can't go myself.
You need to leave.
This brings back memories. Come back when you're done, and maybe
need
I'll
to
be up
leave.
to showing you a few tricks. Bandits are cowards. Don't
help you. I trust my parents are well. Ah, yes. Seems he sent back my satchel stuffed with letters. I look forward to reading them. I appreciate the delivery. Here, I want you to have this. I insist. Keep yourself safe, traveler.
It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while. Who's there? Who's there?
Anyone there?
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
There's a gorgeous tree that grows right up through a cave to the northeast of here. If you're heading to Kynes Grove, stick to the road. Some pretty dangerous caves between here and there. You remind me of myself a few years ago. Let me show you a little bit about wearing light armor.
I've heard about
It's helped me out whenever I was scouting.
What about it?
Now I've got the itch to travel again. If you're leaving town, I wouldn't mind coming with for a while.
Take your word on that one, my.
Until next time.
I try to think of it as coaxing the ore from the rock.
Annika used to help more with the mining, but nowadays she's a
I
bit
don't want to
bound.
hear another
What do you need, my friend?
from the elf. It's high time you learn to be a Nord, too.
But Mama...
I keep hearing stories about Morrowind.
Ask him to teach you to
Sounds like
farm.
a wretched place.
Sweetheart, did you move my pickaxe?
It's at the south end, near that loose rock pile.
So you can be helpful sometimes. I do love my wife. Just wish she'd get her head out of the clouds.
Frost farm outside the city. It's honest work if you didn't know.
I'll be fine.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. Oh dear. Darkwater Crossing needs medicines for its miners. I'll see about getting this order filled right away. Here, a few septims for you. Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. All right then.
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you are simple. Then, I can't help you. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container, made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the Eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. Why are you still standing around here? May the Eight guide you to the phial.
Where'd you come from? I knew I heard something. I'm no fan of the sun.